Ariel is getting ready to graduate school. She's 17 and her and her friends are getting ready to graduate and, looking forward to the future and things that are to come for them. So she ends up, telling her parents, hey, I want to hang out with my friends because they're all getting ready to, go to different states to go to college and they just want to hang out. So the parents tell her, that's fine, but you have a curfew, be home by this time. And she's like, okay. So she ends up going, and her and her friends make plans to go to a club. Ariel, though, looks very young for 17. Like, she looks like she's 12. So her friends tell her, like, hey, I just don't know if we're going to be able to get in because you look so much younger than your age. They still don't want to try. It doesn't work, though. So their second plan is to go to the beach because it's a beautiful night. And so that's what they do. They go walking on the beach. And they see that there's three guys there that are about the girls' age. Ariel, though, she has a boyfriend, so she's not really interested like her friends are. They go and they start a conversation with the boys, and Ariel kind of, at first, she's fine with it, but she starts feeling like she's like the fourth wheel because she has three friends and the guys are three brothers. So she kind of starts feeling aggravated and she's to the point she wants to leave. So she goes and she tells her friends, like, hey, I'm ready to go. They tell her that, hey, we're just going to stay. They're going to give us a ride. Which Ariel, out of the girls, is more, she's into true crime stuff, so she more understands things that can happen. So she tells the girls, like, I don't think that's a good idea. She tells them, though, but I gotta get home because my curfew is in an hour. But they tell her, they're like, hey, we're gonna be fine. Just you go home. And at this point, she's like, I'm not arguing. So she gets in her car and she starts to drive back home, which is an hour away. So at first, everything's fine. She's just listening to music. And then she notices the car behind her has really bright lights. And she's not really freaked out at first, but then when it feels like the car behind her is constantly following her is when she starts getting really scared. She doesn't want to stop because she she knows what can happen. So she keeps driving and she tries to get her phone to call somebody, but her phone is dead. So she just keeps her eyes focused on the road. And the car starts speeding up. And the car passes her. But she sees that it's one of the brothers. And she's thinking to herself, well, why would they be trying to stop me? And she doesn't see her friends or any of the other boys, so she's freaked out. And he's hollering at her to stop. She doesn't stop though. She's scared at this point. So she passes the car, and the car just keeps following her. And she notices, like, he keeps shining the light on her. The car light, he just keeps shining it on her. And so it's been about 30 minutes that he's been following her. So she decides, I got to do something. This is getting out of hand. He's just constantly following me. So there's a gas station, and she thinks, if I'm quick, I can get inside. So she stops at this gas station, and she runs inside. Well, she tells the guy at the counter to call the police that someone is following her. Well, just then, the guy walks in and he tells her, he's like, hey, I'm not following you to scare you. There was a guy in your back seat that had a knife, and I was shining my light so he wouldn't stab you. So she was afraid of the wrong one. The guy that tried to hurt her went to prison, and to this day she realizes that the one that she was afraid of actually tried to save her life. And she ended up, after everything went down, apologizing to her friends because she felt so bad and she felt like she was rude to them. Well, that is the story.